What is up, everybody? So I'm back again at the corner of my room where I usually shoot my videos. So I'm here to do another video review of a gunpla kit, an editless one. So I'm reviewing one kit that came with the SD pack that I bought, the DianWei Asshimar. So it is based from the Asshimar from the Zeta Gundam series, if I remember correctly. So this is a grunt suit, as you can see there. Let's wait for it to turn around. So it has a mono eye, and it has some thick legs, for that matter. So the usual grunt suit style, and it looks pretty weird, I know, because it is practically naked. So this SD kit belongs to the line of BB Senshi Sangokuden. So they are SD kits that are Japanese samurai era themed, the Sengoku era theme, but they look wonky without the armor. So you have to put in armor to make this look good. So it actually can use armor pieces from other SD kits in the same line, and vice versa. So it has a pretty good gimmick, but it really looks weird for me. But yeah, it's awesome when it's armored up. So let's look a little on its articulation. So the head is on a ball joint polycap. So the head can look that far, down that far, wiggle side to side a little, rotate. The arm, the shoulder rather, is on a ball joint. So you can wiggle some, go up that far, go down that far, forward, back, rotate. And the below the shoulder is another ball joint. So the design of it is the old ball joint design. Oh god, as you can see there, that is a polycap ball joint, and there is a peg on the part. So you insert it, and it is pretty much limited, and it degrades way faster than the usual. But many of the current SD kits has that polycap, and we can't do anything about it. You just have to live with it. So the arm can go in and out. Every ball joint can be a swivel. Not really much movement on this joint. The hand is also on a polycap ball joint, so it can wiggle, go in and out, up and down. Every ball joint can be a swivel. And the waist is on a peg system. Sadly, mine is pretty loose. I don't know why, but it is pretty loose. So it's on a peg polycap system, so it can rotate 360. The legs, the thighs rather, are on the same kind of ball joint. So wiggle forward that far, back that far, side not that much. So the feet are on a ball joint as well. But the problem is with the design of this kit, as you can see here, it has a really bulky armor. It prevents the feet from actually moving. So it only rotates some, but it cannot pivot or anything. And one thing here, another articulation that it has is that it has a toe bend, but that is really for the transformation and not the actual articulation of the kit. So sticker wise, this form is not too sticker heavy. You get a sticker for the mono eye and the orange parts of the feet sticker. You just get 3 stickers for it. Although if you look at the instruction manual, this line here on the shoulder, if you can see it properly, is supposed to be silver, and the lines on the forearms as well, if you can see it. Hopefully you can. So to change this guy to something more presentable, you get a lot of armor parts. And by a lot, I mean really a lot of armor parts. So you have this much to work with. So let's armor him up. So you get 2 separate pieces for the chest. That one and this one. So this time the sticker count increases, so the green part there is a sticker. Same with the other side, is another sticker. And this orange emblem with the bird on it is an actual sticker as well. So the head armor, you just plug it in the head. Make sure that the ogre eyes, I just call it the ogre, is at the back. Yeah, it has a lot of seam lines as well. Can't prevent that. This shoulder armor, the spikeless one, goes to the right shoulder. You can use either of the two holes, but I like to use this one, the first, not actually hole, the first indent, and you just align it there, and you push it down. It would snap in, no problem. And then we get the other one, this one, with the spike, and you have no choice but to use the middle one because it's the only one. The instruction tells you to push it down until it snaps completely in, but when you do that, it becomes loose. So I just push it in about the same with the other side. That's about it. You get a front skirt that just plugs into this bag, and the green part here is one whole sticker. You can see that it's a whole sticker. And this thing, the one with the spikes and the smaller armor with the spike, it goes on the arm. It has a hole there in the arm. Make sure that the thinner side of the indent here is on the upper part and not the lower part. And you get this as a backpack. It kind of looks like a tunic. So that's it. He is all armored up. So let's take a look at him one more time, 360. So with this armor, it kind of looks like an ogre with spikes. But if you review the anime, he actually has this kind of armor minus the spikes. But yeah, he has a cowl on the head, shoulder armor, a wrist armor, and that kind of backpack. I still don't know what to call it, but it kind of looks like a tunic to me. The chest and the front skirt. The front skirt is very different, but yeah. So let's see if the articulation changed. The head can now look down, still the same. Up, limited because the fangs of the ogre head hits the backpack now. The arms can move at the same. The legs, same. So the armoring it up doesn't really change the articulation that much. And then it got better. It looks better. I mean. And then for accessories, it has only one accessory, and you get a big ass axe as its weapon. So with this, you get a sticker here and another sticker here. So to put it in his hand, simply remove the spike bottom. You insert it there, and then you put it back in, and then yeah, he holds it pretty well. Doesn't fall. Yeah. So that's the only accessory he has. But you might say now, oh, this is not worth it. Well, it is not worth it until you move on to the transformation. You heard me right. It has a transformation. Even though it's an SD kit, it has a transformation. And it's not parts forming, but rather it's disassembling and rearranging the pieces, but not using extra pieces outside the kit. And let's transform him. You first remove the weapons. You remove the wing part of the weapon, the blade of the axe, and then you get him. Remove the lower leg. You align the legs, pull down the toes, align it properly, get the chest pieces, put it on the leg parts. There is an indent there and a tab on the chest part, so just insert it. It's complete now. Remove the backpack, and then the instruction tells you to remove the hands, but I don't remove the hands because it's still the same whether the hands are off or not. You rotate the arms inward. Okay, bend it slightly. This armor, you push it down, rotate the head. Actually, you can remove the armor first on the shoulder. It is much better if you do it this way. You use the other hole, other indent for it. Insert it. There you go. Align it with the head and the other shoulder armor. You rotate the arm the same way you did with the other, and then you push down the armor all the way in, rotate it, align it with the armor, the gauntlet, or the bracer if you want to call it that. You get the backpack, you put it on the where the legs were before. So it has the 3-hole polycap. You see these 2 big holes, align this too. You push it in air. You get the handle of the weapon. Make sure that this side, the green side, faces this too here, and you insert it. There you go. Okay. After that, you get the legs. You insert it to the tab on the chest. You know, it tabs in there. Get the wing part, insert it in the hole, on the arm. There you go. And then you get the blade part and insert it to these 2 holes. Make sure that it aligns perfectly. So here is Asshimar as an axe. So the instruction suggests that you get the, I think it's the new Gundam? I'm not sure. It suggests you get that kit and then you use it. You use this as his weapon. But I think this fits any SD kit. So it actually comes with a stand, but I can't find the stand right now. I think I lost it somewhere. Maybe it's inside some of my boxes. But yeah, you can plug the stand here or here. And an SD kit can hold it just by removing this and then inserting it to the hand and then locking it back in. But it's pretty heavy. Like the entire kit is heavy. It's bulky. And it turns into a weapon, so it means that it's gonna be a heavy weapon. So it's kind of awesome. I give it an 8 out of 10 for ingenuity. But the problem is, if you look at it from the front, man, it looks good. But the problem is this side, this thing, you could have done away without it. You can just, if you ask me, this looks good. Remove this thing. Remove the leg part. It looks like a good axe, but the instruction specifically says that you put this, you attach it on the chest for no apparent reason. So it's like that, but it looks good. It looks good. So I give it an 8 out of 10. So that's about it, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll be reviewing the other SD kits that came with this. So with that, I bid you a farewell. Bye-bye.